Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now September 22nd of 2022, and with Andor episodes 1 through 3 now live on Disney+, a lot of Star Wars fans are really looking forward to other shows out there like Tales of the Jedi, Mando Season 3, the Ahsoka series, and even The Bad Batch Season 2, just to name a few there. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing that a lot of fans are very much geared up for is exactly, well, what Favreau and Filoni are currently crafting behind the scenes. Let's not forget, and make no mistake, they really are trying their absolute best and working around the clock to making things as accurate as possible to Star Wars Legends that's coming back into the Disney canon and will be revived in a very big way in multiple shows. So basically what they are doing is that they are taking the highlights from the Legends books and throwing those highlights into shows like Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, and other TV shows like the Bo-Katan series that, by the way, will be announced next year. Keep your eyes open for that. Now, with that being said, given that Favreau and Filoni are doing a lot of revolutionary creativity and, making things really actually happen finally for the fans around the world that are either hardcore fans or casual fans, it doesn't matter. They want to make sure that they are going to stay true to the Star Wars philosophy and what Star Wars truly stands for and how George Lucas really created it all from the very beginning and the start. Now that brings us to where we are right now and what's happening with the character of Rey, what kind of changes are coming to the character, and we got some new updates for all of that based on what's been going on with the character's backstory and more. So, with Bob Chapek actively making some drastic changes to Lucasfilm as a company, both John and Dave are actively crafting a series of new shows that will be announced at Celebration next year for the fans. Further, it's described that behind the scenes, actress Daisy Ridley is actually set to return as Rey in a new post-Episode 9 TV series that will be run by both Favreau and Filoni to create their own version of the new Jedi Order and Rey in the form of multiple cameos. Now, both Favreau and Filoni are currently working on Rey's true identity, holding a big connection to both Palpatine and Kenobi. It's described that one of the most recent additions that Favreau and Filoni created for Rey's true identity, aside from making her the daughter of both Palpatine's son and Obi-Wan Kenobi's brother's daughter, is that they are set to make it that Palpatine's son this time around is going to be the one that knew how to hide Rey properly from his father, Darth Sidious, since he held a strong connection to Palpatine. The name Rey that she was given is planned to be a cover name that was created by her parents that was inspired by a Jedi during the times of the Old Republic, and that Rey's true name is actually going to be Kira Solana. Now, let me just pause here quickly about what Favreau and Filoni are crafting when it comes to storyboards and how this is all being set up for the post-Episode 9 series and how it really is going to pretty much erupt a series of Star Wars lore that's going to go back in time and explain more about Rey's past, as well as in the books and the comics, aside from live-action stuff. So here, they're going to be making it that Rey is not her true name. Similar in a sense, and a lot of fans tend to forget this, that Finn is not really his real name. A lot of fans tend to forget that. It's quite surprising. And when we look at The Force Awakens, it's Poe Dameron that calls him Finn because it's based on FN 2187, and he calls him Finn right then and there inside of the TIE Fighter. Now, a lot of fans have always wondered, what is Finn's real name? The same exact thing applies to the character of Rey here, where this character too has a hidden, legitimate name, and that is now being set up by Favreau and Filoni to be Kira, and they are going to still use that surname as Solana, making her, of course, Kira Rey Solana. So, moving past all of that, Kira is taken from J.J. Abrams' original version of the character's name, and though Favreau and Filoni are picking up from his idea, they are making it into the story that Rey is a false name that was given to her as a cover for those that were searching for her under the orders by the Emperor, including Ochi. So, I don't know if you guys know about the lore, but there was an assassin hired by Palpatine named Ochi that was actually trying to track down Rey ever since she was a child, because Palpatine knew that she was compatible to transfer his essence or his spirit into her actual body, in a sense. Kind of like what was teased in Episode 9 when Palpatine says, you know, kill me and my spirit will pass into you. That's exactly why he was trying to find his granddaughter. Now, this is a very interesting series of events that are happening behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm, and how Favreau and Filoni are writing all of this as we speak, through storyboards, through illustrations for the upcoming Episode 9 or post-Episode 9 series that's really going to dive more into the new Jedi Order with, of course, the addition of cameos of Rey. That's not to say that Rey's going to be a main character in this upcoming project. It's just that she will be popping in every once in a while. Similar to how, you know, the cameos were worked in to Mando 2 and the Book of Boba Fett. Except imagine it with the same exact character, popping in and out. Now, this is a very interesting addition, too, because calling her Kira Solana actually rolls off the tongue very well. When you say that, it just sounds like a Star Wars-y name, doesn't it? It's something that J.J. Abrams really could have took advantage of, but Kathleen Kennedy figured at the time that Rey was a better suit for the character of Rey, alright? So, here we are, Favreau and Filoni once again salvaging something that went, you know, undone, or something that was cancelled by Kathleen Kennedy, reviving a lot of that and putting it into this new series. Now, as of now, Favreau and Filoni are getting ready to market her character name as simply Kira Rey Solana, by keeping the name Rey as a middle name, with the bloodline attached to both Palpatine and Kenobi. Here's the kicker though, it's unclear if Rey will be erased from future Star Wars merchandise. However, that is looking to be unlikely at this point right now, since so many pretty much affiliate her with that name Rey. The name Kira is also a name that Daisy Ridley preferred over Rey when J.J. Abrams came up with the idea. So, I don't know if you guys knew this too, but Daisy Ridley openly said this a couple of years ago, that she herself always loved the name Kira a whole lot more than Rey. And there's a reason behind that, is because Kira was actually a type of name that was actually completely described to mimic some kind of true meaning to the character and the character's path and adventure. So I think that at the end of the day, when you look at a character like Kira, it kind of matched with Kylo, and you can see that maybe it was kind of like the whole yin-yang situation. Now, when you look at everything related to Favreau and Filoni here, it just goes to show you that they love creativity. They love being very creative, kind of, you know, creating retcons and ones that are actually going to be very useful and make some sense at least to the very minimum, right? So, anyways, whether or not, like I always say, if this is necessary, maybe it's not necessary, but at the very least, it's going to be entertaining at the very minimum to see these changes take place by the end of next year in books and then eventually in live action form come 2024 to 25. So anyways, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know what you guys have to say about this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.